The best of the Morning X.
99X.
Say hello to Ice-T.
What's up?
Ice-T, how you doing?
I'm all right.
You're right. You're in New York City?
Yeah. I'm in Manhattan right now, kicking back, talking to you guys.
Do people call you Ice, Mr. Ice, T,
Or
Mr.
just
Ice
T?
T, Mr. T, what?
They call me Ice.
Ice?
Just Ice?
Does your mom still call you Isaac?
No, Isaac is just my name in the show Players.
Oh, I thought your real name was Isaac and that was that Isaac.
Jimmy.
What's your real name?
My real name is Tracy. It starts with a T, so that's what a T. So Ice T means cool T.
Ice Tracy. Cool Tracy.
Cool Trey, cool T, just like that.
Gotcha.
You were like one of the first of the Ice generation because after you there was, you had the Ice Cube, you had the
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice, who I'm sure was one of your
Dr. Ice.
He was one of your
There's a lot of ice.
A lot of ices.
Ice, last time I saw you was a very quiet night in Kansas City, and there was a steel fence between you and the audience.
Do you still do those types of shows where they have to put the fence up between you and the...
I do whatever kind of show has to be done, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
However they want to get down, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, we just came off a European tour. It was pretty buck wild. I was out there with Body Count. It was wild.
So Body Count's still going?
Our Body, hey, it's all still going. Body Count, Ice-T was still selling lots of records, so why stop?
You just don't have any time. You're the TV man now. You're the Body Count man. You're Ice-T. You're just T.
Yeah, just doing my thing.
How did your film career start? Because you've been in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
New Jack City, you were in Ricochet.
Yeah.
With Denzel Washington, Johnny Mnemonic. I mean, how did all that start?
I don't know. I was just minding my business one night. Mario Van Peebles walked up to me in a club. He said, "You want to be in a movie?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." I thought he was just trying to talk to these girls, that I was talking to. I thought it was like a be nice to Ice-T line, get in.
Mm-hmm.
So he turned around. He told me he got my number, and they called me the next day, and they were serious about it. And first I thought they just wanted me to play a small part, but when I got the script for New Jack City, it was like I was a star. I was like, man, I'm not no actor. You can do it.
You seem like a natural, though. I mean,
I was terrified, I'm going to be honest, and I took the risk and I made the made the movie because I was like, man, it took so long to become a, legitimate rapper. I didn't want to just ruin it all looking like a fool.
Go mainstream.
Well, not necessarily go mainstream, but it's just taking the risk of doing something else is scary.
Did you get any acting tips from Wesley Snipes?
Well, I worked with Wesley and Judd Nelson, and they were just helpful. It was Chris Rock and myself were new actors, and it wasn't like we make a mistake and they were like, "Can we get some actors in here?" They were helpful because they were impressed with our music and comedy career. So it just went smooth, and I owe a lot to Wesley and them for giving us that action and not, crushing us.
We had Chris on 2 days ago. You guys still hang?
When we can, Chris is a good friend of mine. He got his own show now. It's all good.
It is all good.
He's hysterical.
Yeah.
Now, your music, because I grew up listening to your music, and my mom used to sing a lot of your songs to me when I was in the crowd. No, what? That's Amos. And, in fact, I remember laying in the bed, and she would sing...
Which was your favorite song?
Bitches.
That was your favorite?
My mom used to sing Bitches to me when I was laying in the crib. I remember my other favorite... One time, we were on a family trip, and she taught us all how to sing straight up.
Right.
And it was, anyway, what about your mom and dad? You play your music for them? I mean, what's their take?
Not really. Unfortunately, I don't have any parents. My parents passed when I was really young.
I'm sorry about that.
But my friends' parents, I'm around. They talk the lingo anyway, so they they know I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
And my mom's, when she was alive, she said the truth will set you free. So a record like Let's Get Butt Naked and Do It, basically that's a real record because that's what people want to say when they're together, really,
They put out a couple of censored versions of your records, hoping like maybe on some stations they would want to play them.
Yeah.
And there is more censored time on there than there is actually singing.
Well, it's funny, though, because, you make these records and then when you hear them bleep words.
I know.
You're like, it's so stupid to bleep words. It's like these are words people say every day, but
right.
then, we're going to act like people don't say them. So it's it just sounds stupid to me that people actually censor words. Really,
Ice. Can I call you Ice or T?
Ice.
Ice. When all that stuff was going down with Warner Brothers, you think that what do you think it did to your career? Help it with all the publicity because you were on everywhere.
Well, I think it made me more famous.
Let's interrupt and explain to the people who don't know what we're
Cop
talking
killer.
about.
Cop killer business,
right.
and then Warner Brothers had a little problem
Cop
with
killer,
it.
and that was, here you go, you make a record, and a year later, some idiot cops decide, okay, this is a way we can, switch the burden of a lot of this hatred is going on. Let's make everybody hate Ice-T, and I was like, wow, this is the old record, and they turned it into a political issue during an election year, made everybody seem like they cared about something. And I'm sitting around saying, wow, this is crazy that they'll use music as a rallying point. And I don't think it hurt me. Well, it did hurt me in a way, but it made me more famous.
Right. I thought it helped you.
I'll tell people this. Controversy, when it's in its real sense, when it hits that kind of level, it doesn't help you. It's kind of, you got to be careful because, when you got the president after you, you're going to deal with the CIA,
True.
the FBI, the real people that have the potential really to destroy you.
Did you have any? I mean, did you hear from more than just police about?
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, it was real. When the president yells your name, what happens is immediately his aides go into motion because his next question could be, what do you know about this guy? And you're going to feel him.
What did the president say? Refresh my memory.
They were just saying I was a menace to society. Ollie North said I should be tried for sedition, and that's punishable by death.
Wow. Uh-huh.
So, it was real. They had to inquire whether I was really a threat to the United States. Was I part of a militia group? Was this this is how stupid they were. They were like, they had to check these theories out. Like, is he trying to really rally people against the police?
Did you get pulled over around that time at all?
I was bigger than getting pulled over, man.
You were what?
It was bigger than getting pulled over.
No, I'm saying
getting pulled over is something that happens on a daily basis. That's simple.
But I'm saying when the cop killer controversy was going on, did they pull you over and give you any attitude? I'm saying were you ever maybe just pulled over and they were like...
be honest, really, on the basic cop level, cops walked up to me more, really most cops came up to me really nice and just said, Ice, man, we ain't all like that. And I said, hey, the song ain't about you, it's about brutal police, and
right.
I'm sure you guys feel the same way.
Yep.
So, I had more good relationships, and in the past I've had better relationships with the cops because most of them are cool and most of them are walking up saying, hey, Ice, we ain't on that, but versus the cops looking at me crazy. The ones looking at me crazy would have looked at me crazy whether I made the record or not. Those are cops with personal problems.
Ice, some people want to talk to you.
Okay.
Your people are coming out. James, you're on with Ice-T.
Ice-T, what's up, man?
What's up, Jay?
Oh, yeah.
Not too much, man. I was wondering, when you going to drop that new album, man?
Right now, we in the studio working on a new album. I got all kind of producers from Premier to Dr. Dre, Muggs from Cypress Hill giving me tracks. I got all kind of guest stars, Guru and Scarface. And, we're not rushing it, but it's going to be the bomb.
And no cursing at all, right, Ice?
Hey,
yeah.
Barnes, it's all about being real.
It's like this. Like right now, I'm on your show, right? I curse when it's time.
That's
I don't
right,
really
right.
curse all the time.
That's right.
No.
If I'm writing a rap, and at this point, I normally would say something that is considered profane, then I just say it. I don't change it.
Right.
I just try to, like she says, I try to be real. Some people curse just to try to act hard.
Just to get the looks their way. Thanks, James.
This interview isn't over. More after a quick break. You can also find it and more on the Morning X with Barnes and Leslie podcast. You're inside the best of the Morning X.